Hello everybody, welcome back to the 3800 Daily. Last week we installed an E85 fuel pump. Now today we are installing our 80-pound injectors. So here we have them right here, our 80-pound injectors. What we have in them currently, which comes stock, is 42.5-pound injectors. I have them inside of a ZZP bullet fuel rail on the front and also on the back. So in order to get these injectors out, the first thing you have to do on the front and the back is unbolt the fuel rail. There is two spots in which it bolts on. The first spot being right there, and the second spot being right there, down in there. Focus, perfect. And then on the back, it's basically the same. You've got one part or one bolt right there, and then another bolt. It's gonna be kind of hard to get to, but it's down in there. You can probably see it. There it is. So let's work on the front first. These little bolts holding the fuel rail on are tin, by the way. Now once you got both of those bolts off on either side, have some rags handy because she's gonna start getting wet on you. Once you pull that fuel rail off and the injectors come out, or the injectors come off the fuel rail, fuel is gonna come out of that line. And here we go. The fuel rail comes right off. Be careful with your other lines and stuff. You're gonna wanna remove your injectors if there are any stuck inside of the fuel rail still. Just wiggle them loose. Be very patient with it. You don't want to break anything. And then to get your plugs off, you simply just push the screen tab up and then push down right here, and they should just come right off. So you push the green tab up and then push down on this little gray square, and boom, injector number one. And this sucker's dirty. All right, we got our first three injectors out. Now let's put our new injectors in. Rule of thumb, when you go to put your new injectors in, I'm going to show you on these though. Get a little bit like an engine oil or something and put it around the O-rings, because they are really hard to get in sometimes. With a little bit of oil, it gives a little bit of lubrication and allows it to slip in a lot easier because it's going to be a tight fit. That's what these O-rings are designed to do. All right, I got the new injectors in the holes. Remember, blue side down. If you're getting these, definitely blue side down. Let's get the fuel rail on. And when you're putting your fuel rail on, make sure that they are over your injectors all the way. Here's an example of one that's over all the way. You see how that lip is almost to the plug? This one is not on all the way. This one is not on all the way. Well, it's almost on. It's really, really close. Just gotta wiggle it down until it goes on. Once you have your bolts on, they're installed. All you gotta do is plug them in. I don't normally use this stuff. You know what? I think I might use it this time. I mean, they gave it to me for a reason. Oh my gosh, it's already open. Well, I guess I'm using it. Bam! Front injectors officially on. Now it's time to do the back. I hate the back. Main reason is because of that little bolt down there. Oh, it's so hard to get to. A lot of times I take the alternator off to get to it, but we're gonna see if we can't cheat it and get around it somehow. Luckily, I was able to get to it just by removing this right here. Disconnect your battery first. I know, ground only, but it was loose anyways. So yeah, disconnect that first, and you should be able to get to it. Those bolts off, you should be able to lift the fuel rail out. Beware of fuel, as it would happen. Just take your time with it. Don't yank too hard. You don't want to break anything. And it turns out this is why I normally take the alternator off. I forgot. It gets caught on that little piece of plastic. Honestly, I might just break that piece of plastic off right there. I broke it off. Yeah, we didn't need you anyways. Yeah, we're the Macaroni Brothers. In the case you pull an injector out and there is no O-ring, don't freak out. It's in the hole down there. Just get a little screwdriver. All injectors officially out. I'm gonna go ahead and well, put the new ones in, and then I'm gonna put all my old ones back in this box because one day I might need them again. So let's go ahead and get one of our other ones out. Put a little bit of oil on this, just like that. Just don't get it like inside of the injector. Dab some on my finger and just put some on the little O-ring. I'm gonna put it in now. All right, so I finally got all the rear injectors in. I found out that putting the injectors in the rail first and then sticking it all in together kind of works a lot better. For some reason, it was really hard to get the rail on or get the injectors in the fuel rail. Get your injectors on and your fuel rails on and your bolts on your fuel rails and your gel stuff and your electrical stuff, and bam, you got yourself a pair of 80-pound injectors perfectly installed in your car. Oh man. Well, that's a quick video for you. Very excited about this E80 swap now that we got the fuel pump in, we got the injectors in, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I filmed this over a 3 or 4 day period, so I am releasing these videos 1 week at a time. So if you want to see them early as I upload them, go and join my Patreon. I'm going to put it in the link in the description, and you get to watch them as they come out, so you can do this with me. So until next time, thank you very much, and drive easy.